In this new subdivision, every home has been built to a minimum 6-star energy rating. But with this improved efficiency comes an unwanted byproduct: increased condensation in our homes. Unlike other developed countries, Australia has little to no performance requirements to manage it. And that means some of these homes may run into some serious issues in the not too distant future. The amount of water vapour we generate in our homes every day might alarm you. Whilst asleep, humans create 40 grams of moisture every hour. Cooking breakfast, double that, and that's not including using the stove. Throw in drying your clothes, taking a shower and washing the dishes. On average, 2 humans create 8 litres of water vapour every day. Air is like a sponge. As it warms, it's capable of holding more water. The demand for our homes to be more energy efficient is a double-edged sword. Because they are warmer on the inside, this means the air can hold a lot more water than it would otherwise. However, when this moisture-laden air contacts a cold surface, the sponge compresses, forcing the water out. This is called the dew point. This is why your bedroom window is fogged up in the morning. The condensation that we see isn't necessarily the issue. It's the condensation behind your walls and above your ceiling that presents the hidden risk. Architecture lecturer Dr. Mark Dewsbury is an expert on home condensation and regularly provides advice to government to improve regulations in this area.
If we don't use these materials that are water vapour permeable, the building can trap the water vapour, and that often leads to buildings rotting within 3 to 7 years from construction.
So, if you're thinking about building a new home, what can you do to manage condensation? The designers of this house have created a cavity between the membrane, the skin that wraps around this house, and the external cladding. Once sealed, the vent in the cladding will allow airflow through this space, drying out the condensation. The physics are self-explanatory, but it's still not enforceable here in Australia.
If the cladding system is in direct contact with the membrane that's on the outside of the wall, the cladding system and the membrane are the same temperature. So that means that as the water vapour is coming through the wall, it hits that cold surface. And the water vapour will condense on that membrane and stay inside the wall, and it leads to the wall rotting prematurely.
So, what are some things you can do to manage condensation in your already built home? Well, if you live in an older home,
just open the house up for 5-10 minutes, make sure you haven't got any heaters turned on, and just let that water vapour go, then close the house up again.
If your home has been built more recently, finding out if condensation is affecting your house is a little bit more complicated.
Until 2019, there was no requirement in Tasmania's climates to require the use of a vapour permeable membrane. So there'll be many houses out there where if I'm heating and cooling and living how I believe I should live, I could actually be having vapour and moisture collecting in my walls.
Mark suggests looking out for these signs.
Staining on the cladding system, or even nails popping out of the walls. If you can see nails popping out of the walls on the outside, generally speaking, that's one of these indicators of there's a lot of water in the wall.
Small changes to manage condensation may be included in the updated version of Australia's National Construction Code this year. But experts such as Dr. Dewsbury believe enforceable standards must be lifted much higher to ensure the health of new homes. Luke Bowden, ABC News.